For those who might be expecting an early delivery of the Tesla Model Y, you will have to wait until the first quarter of 2023 before Tesla starts rolling out its new model, especially for its long-range trim. The Model Y, which is currently Tesla's best-selling electric SUV, has been a favorite in the market, despite conditions that have seen its price hit new heights that surpass what had earlier been seen with the earliest variant of the car. With a 2023 delivery time now expected, plus any pending delays that might come up, you might not get the car as early as you'd expect, even in 2023. And this leads to the question of whether it would be worth waiting for it, or whether you should just swoop for the 2022 variant, or instead stick to another pretty good option in the Tesla Model 3. All of these and more are what we'll be looking at in today's video. Do stay tuned and enjoy. If you're new to the channel, well, this is Cars in Reach. And if you've not already taken the action, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And let's get you going with the latest updates on some of the newest cars in the industry, as well as some other automobile content you definitely would like. Now let's head back to what we have for you today. Barring the late delivery time plus the possible price increase, the 2023 Tesla Model Y still does have enough features and great specs that make it a worthy option. While it might not be as great as the Tesla Model 3, it does offer a considerably great advantage over some of its competitors with regard to handling, performance, and practicality. For 2023, the long-range trim and performance trim will be retained, and all Model Y vehicles will feature a dual-motor all-wheel drive system that will have an electric motor at both the front and rear wheels. Despite operating on the same platform, output on both trims is going to be pretty different, with the long-range trim generating 384 horsepower, while the performance trim will produce 480 horsepower. This also means that acceleration times on the vehicles will be different, with the Model Y long-range trim having a 0 to 60 sprint time of 4.8 seconds, as opposed to the 3.5 seconds on the performance trim. The Model Y performance trim will also have a top speed of 155 miles per hour, while the long-range trim will have 135 miles per hour top speed to boast of. Fuel economy ratings will also be different, as the long range will have an estimated fuel economy of up to 131 miles per gallon in the city and 117 miles per gallon on the highway, while the performance trim will have an estimated fuel economy of 115 miles per gallon in the city and 106 miles per gallon on the highway. Despite slight differences, all Model Y vehicles will have fast charging capabilities through the Tesla Supercharger network. Regarding this, the Model Y long trim will be able to go between 314 to 330 miles on a full charge, while the performance trim is lower at 303 miles on full charge. While the performance and engine ratings for the 2023 Model Y might be slightly different from what was offered in 2022, nearly all other things are the same as its predecessor, with Tesla only providing slight upgrades just as seen with the 2022 Model Y, which directly means that the 2023 Model Y will be a carryover model, with only minor improvements which will cover few technological modifications to improve things like driving range. Another notable addition will be the addition of Tesla's 4680 battery cells. As we saw in 2022, the price of the 2023 Model Y will also come with a slight price increase from the current cost of the 2022 Model Y, which is $65,990 for the long-range trim and $69,990 for the performance trim. Even as the Model Y's main competitors will be the likes of the Ford Mustang Mach-E and the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Tesla Model 3 is another favorable option, which comes at a lower price than that of the Model Y, while also offering more when it comes to handling and performance. Before we take a look at one of the Model Y's competitors, and whether it would be a great option to choose, we'll be taking a brief look at the 2022 Tesla Model 3 and why it can be your desired option. To start with, it is worth mentioning that there are only a few EVs you'll find in the market that offer you a smooth blend of the right performance and driving range that is then coupled with a low price, and that is exactly what you'd get with the Tesla Model 3. Not only is it pretty agile, but it is also fast enough, especially when you look at the performance trim. The 2022 Tesla Model 3 offers the choice of a single-motor rear-wheel drive system or a dual-motor all-wheel drive system, with the former having a top speed of 140 miles per hour and with a 0 to 60 mile per hour sprint time of as low as 5.8 seconds, while the latter can go as fast as 162 miles per hour, with a 0 to 60 acceleration time also as low as 3.1 seconds. To add to that, the Model 3 also has a driving range of up to 272 miles for the rear-wheel drive system, while the all-wheel drive system has a driving range of 358 miles, which is more than anything the Model Y offers. Fuel economy on the Model 3 also ranges from 150 miles per gallon in the city and 133 miles per gallon on the highway. As it is the smallest car in comparison, the Model 3 offers lesser passenger space than the Model Y, with the Model 3 only able to seat up to 5 people comfortably. It has also got all the necessary features and technologies that you'd expect to come with a 2023 Model Y, most of which includes full self-driving, Tesla Sentry Mode, a glass roof, heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and live traffic visualization. In terms of cost, the Model 3 obviously costs lower, just like we've mentioned, with the SUV having a starting price of $44,990 for the base trim, while the long range and performance trim go for $50,990 and $58,990 respectively. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel for more top car reviews. Regardless of whichever way you choose to look at it, the Tesla Model 3 does perform well and leave much to be expected from the Model Y. However, the Model Y would still be the ideal choice for you if passenger or cargo space is something you're particular about. The Model 3, on the other hand, has the higher top speed, maximum driving range, and is the car with the least price in comparison. Now that we've seen the Model 3, let's also take a quick look at one of the top choice EVs in the Model Y's range, which is the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Being only in its second model year, the 2022 Mustang Mach-E represents one of the top options, especially when you look at the GT and GT Performance models, which are the two highest trims offered for the Mach-E. The crossover EV is available with either a standard range 70 kWh battery or an extended range 91 kWh pack, with its electric motors combining to generate 480 horsepower and up to 634 pound-feet of torque on the GT Performance trim. The same trim also hits 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, with lesser trims not coming close, either in terms of capacity or acceleration. While it doesn't have the best driving range or even one that comes close to the Model Y, the Ford Mustang Mach-E does offer considerably decent driving range, with the passenger and cargo space also good enough. With this car, you might not get as much as you'd expect from a Tesla if you go for the base model or the other models that come after. However, with the GT and GT Performance Edition, you'd be getting something really close to the Model Y. And if you won't be waiting for 2023 or going for the 2022 Model Y or Model 3, then this can be a decent choice. For the GT trim, you'll be paying around $63,000, while for the GT Performance Edition, you'll pay around $66,000, which still puts it in the same price category as the base level Model Y. The fact that the 2023 Tesla Model Y will only be a carryover model is one of the things that might leave you considering other options. However, the 2023 Model Y is still a great option, as you must have seen, and while it may have a few areas where it's slightly inferior to other options, it still represents one of Tesla's best EVs, and that is what also makes it their best-selling EV as well. Is the 2023 Tesla Model Y worth the wait? If no, which other options will you be considering? Kindly respond in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as well as turn on the notification bell button. See you in the next video.